Good afternoon. It's the following day, it's the afternoon. As you can see, we have left Yurong and we are at the camping zone number 5. So we're just north of the Maheno shipwreck. So if it's on the beach, you can see the Maheno shipwreck is just behind me. The ocean's just over there, you can probably see it. So that's our camp there. It's not too bad. Being that it's a school holiday, it's actually it's not too crowded at all. So I mean, in some ways they do obviously limit the numbers. I always said at one stage I'll never come here during school holidays because this was a long time ago. I actually came here during the school holidays, and at the time they never limited the camping sites, and I went to campsites that were just overflowing. People were camping in the car parks and you couldn't even get in, you couldn't even drive past to go to the next lakes for people just parking on the road. They even just parked on the road to camp. That's how crazy it was. But nowadays they limit the sites. So they're my next campsite is down there, and they only just arrived after us, and they're the closest to us. Actually there's another camp here that's probably a little bit closer, fairly well established camp, but there's no one, so hopefully no one's going to be snuck right in beside us. So I've set up the Oz tent this time. As you can see, there's the Oz tent. I got the front wall set up. So solar panel on top of the vehicle's doing its thing. Man, that is one of the best things I've ever done, honestly, to that vehicle, is putting that solar panel on, that 200 watt household solar panel on, because I just never have to think about it. I just drive along, the red arc DC charger charges as it's driving along, including the solar panel. I pull up somewhere, that solar panel just keeps the battery charging. I can go days and days on end without having any power plugged in. So honestly, it's just sitting there now doing its job. Brilliant setup. So the full Oz tent setup, I got the Thetford flashy toilet set up as well. That toilet, that's a funny story there. That toilet, I've actually purchased that probably about, I don't know, it'd have to be at least 2 years ago. I think it might even be more, it might be even closer to 3 years ago. And I've never used it. Never used it as yet. I actually bought it for a cheap trip that was planned with my brother-in-law. But unfortunately that never generated. We were going to go somewhere where you had to have your own toilet and so on. So yeah, that didn't happen. So just sitting in the spare room at home. So I'm trying it for the first time today. So hopefully everything goes well. I put the chemicals in and I never realised they had a use by date on them like 2 years ago. So boy, I hope that's not going to be an issue. I hope it does its job. So we're going to jump in the vehicle shortly, and we're going to go have a quick look at the Maheno shipwreck, and then I'm going to take the girls down to Eli Creek. Tell you what though, one thing you notice, is no kidding, Eli Creek, oh boy, it was packed. I've never seen so many vehicles there. There had to have been hundreds of vehicles there. You couldn't park anywhere near it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's still not like that, but it may even be worse than when I drove through. But we'll have a look. But we plan to go back there tomorrow. So I think to get a good spot, we'll have to go early. I want to relax there a bit. So I want to back this up to the Eli Creek. Whack the rapid wing awning, grab your comfy chair, sit back, and every often go for a little wander down the Eli Creek, back on my chair, sit down for cold drink, So I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. A little bit of a relaxing day. And then possibly, what's today, Saturday? Monday, we're heading inland. Somewhere out that direction, out there. Look for the track that goes in there, probably from Happy Valley, and do one of those circuits. So we'll see how we go. We haven't seen a dingo yet. In regards to dingo, have not seen a dingo yet. Although the little one reckons she has, as you were. She claims she saw one, and I'd say she has because she described them to a T. When we just not long after we got off the barge to get here. So I'll flick the camera around and show you my setup very quickly. So that's my setup. So the off tent all set up. You probably would have seen that. The vehicle, we're pretty well protected from the breeze here. So it's a magic spot here. I really like it. There we go. So we move back and show you an overall shot. So there we go. It's a good view of a camp. So this is the camping zone number 5, and it's the, I'm not sure how it is pronounced, I think it's WABU Kid Zone, Wabu Camping Zone or something. So it's the one just past the Maheno shipwreck. So beautiful, beautiful spot.